Let's see where it takes us.
It's early, streets are quiet, but there's a tension in the air. You can feel when a place carries stories. Still, the run won't wait. Fear doesn't get to choose the distance.
So yeah, we're in Perth. It appears that we're in a fairly sketchy end of town.
Perth city streets are being overrun by street kids, leading to a crime spike in the CBD. The number of troubled teenagers has increased dramatically, and police say they're now dealing with robberies and coordinated attacks by gangs.
And even leaving the hotel at the moment's a bit dodgy. There's some characters outside the front. But yeah, we're not going to let it stop us, so yeah, this one could get interesting. This might turn into one of those hoods videos that you see on YouTube.
Alright, we're back into the hoods.
Alright, wish me luck. Morning.
Morning.
That's how you do it. Alright, we're hitting the streets of Perth. It's about 5:20 AM. We're going to get a run in, we're going to get back, and we're going to watch the Indiana Fever play in the playoffs at 7 AM. And then we've got a day of basketball. No games today, but a lot of preparation for the girls, for Grace's team. And it's AFL Grand Final day, but we have a pretty solid schedule, so I'm not sure how I'm going to be watching it, if at all. There are a couple of dads asking the question, so we'll see. I'm excited to see how Grace's team goes in the Australian Championships, that's for sure. So Perth is supposed to be known for its good sunrises, and I reckon we might be getting one this morning. I have no idea where I'm going, by the way. I've used Strava to create a route, but I'm not holding my phone to follow the map, so I just hope I make it back to the hotel without getting too lost. Kind of reminds me a little bit when I was running in Japan, just trying to find my own way around. Speaking about the AFL, the Wacker. This is the West Coast Eagles' old home ground, or current home ground, I'm not sure. Alright, we'll head in this direction. Here comes that sunrise. Welcome to the most isolated city in the world, Perth. And I haven't seen one person out apart from the people out the front of the hotel. They're alright. No dramas. Okay. Don't know if I can go through here. Oh, bit of trail running. I'm in the Asics Trabuco Max 4s again. This is probably the closest thing I'll be hitting to the trails for the next few days. Oh wow, it's kind of nice. Not a bad view. Early morning sunrise. You know what, we'll keep heading along here. Choose your own adventure. Welcome to Bigfoot Ultra Running, by the way. This is Brad. Forgot the intro at the start of the video, but yeah, by now you probably know who I am if you've been tuning in. Thanks for coming along the journey. We're in Perth.
Once I started moving, the world softened a little. The fear faded with each step.
Morning.
Replaced by rhythm, breath, and the sound of the city waking up.
There you go, I'm not the only one. And of course I had to meet my first runner in a creepy dark tunnel. Where else would you meet them? At 5 in the morning in Perth, in the most isolated city in the world. By the way, the injury is feeling great. 6 days recovery, and I'm still gonna take care, but I think I'll be okay. Check out this bridge. How cool. Oh, this side here is designed for running. Ooh, it's a softer rubbery surface too, nice. Yeah, so the area around our hotel seems pretty rough, unfortunately. But once you get by the water, it's sort of nice. I'm giving it a chance. It's only the first day. Flew in yesterday, so there's still a lot more to see. I'm not going to make my mind up yet. So far so good this morning though. So I used Strava to generate this map. And it's going to be about a 14k run if I stick to the loop that it's generated. Not a bad feature. It takes about 2 minutes to generate a loop from wherever you are. Handy when you're in unfamiliar places, that's for sure. So even though I'm not running on trails today, I thought I'd bring the Trabuco Max 4s along for this trip, just to wear them in a bit. I was impressed with how they felt in that previous run at Black Hill. And yeah, I might even start the next 100 mile of the Hyson in these, so we'll just be wearing them in a little bit. Bit of a ghost town. Whoa. You're right. So I first kind of realised we were staying in a bit of a rough area of town when we were checking in, and Grace was by the hire car with one of her teammates. I just walked into the hotel for a couple of minutes, and shortly after, Grace came rushing in, actually pretty upset, and for her to be upset takes a fair bit. Yeah, some sketchy guy apparently walked a circle around her, and yeah, by the time I went out there to check it out, he'd gone, which is probably a good thing for everyone.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we've got to be careful. I've run a few Ks now, and that problem seems to be spread out a little bit. There's quite a few people sleeping rough. Not quite what I was expecting. But I suppose you get that in every city these days, don't you? Unfortunately. We're lucky we got a good hotel room, but one of the families had a hotel room on the ground floor, and they asked to change rooms within an hour because their window, the curtains opened up to where the bus stop is, and yeah, just all kinds of characters hanging out there. The room smelled of cigarette smoke because the smoke would waft in through the window, and there were people actually staring at them through the window when they were unpacking. So yeah, I'm glad to be on the 6th floor. 6, 7.
No, do it again, go.
6, 7. Hi guys. When they got there, we're told that their booking didn't start until Monday, and it was Friday. And you think they just fixed it, but 3 hours later, they finally found them a room. Hotel staff. Gotta say, the mantra on Hay won't be getting good reviews from our basketball team so far anyway. Not even an apology. Nothing to make up for the mistake. Yeah. So far, Grace and I have been kind of lucky, but bit of an eye-opening first day, that's for sure. There's a really cool old car up here. Nice car, mate. Beautiful. So the last time I was in Perth, I was 14 years old, playing in the same basketball tournament that Grace is now. I think a lot might have changed since then. Alright, I'm feeling a bit lost now. I've been following the map, but I've definitely run past the street already, so... So, I'm not sure what happened. It looked like I was running on the course, but I've gone way off. I'm just going to start heading back to the hotel in time to watch the Indiana Fever and hopefully get there in time for everyone to wake up. So the title for this video might have to be Lost in Perth. The actual route that I planned would have been a bit more scenic along the waterfront, so we might try and give that a crack tomorrow and hopefully not get lost again. Glad the leg's feeling good because this one's going to be a bit longer than expected. It's all good. Okay, yeah, sorry, but I gotta say it's not the safest feeling place in the world at the moment. Haven't fully explored Perth yet, so who knows. But yes, the main thing on my mind at the moment is kind of staying out of trouble and just getting back to the hotel safely. Bit of a shame. Most of the people out here are just doing it tough though. I don't feel as though they really pose a huge threat to me, but yeah, when people are doing it that tough, sometimes they're willing to do anything to survive, and you just got to have your guard up a little bit. No headphones today, that's for sure. So it's still 6:30 a.m, got plenty of time. The Indiana Fever, I've really got into the WNBA the last couple of years.
Wheels around, evades Van Lith, and drains it! My goodness! Game, that's how sick she was. Clark!
How will she go for history? There it is! The all-time leading scorer in women's college basketball.
Started watching it with the girls, and now it's pretty much me just watching it on my own. Probably a bit hard to see on the GoPro, but that's Optus Stadium way over there, the new footy stadium. Australian rules football, grand finals on today.
Smoke weed every
That's the Swan River, and it looks like a beautiful day in Perth today. Look at that, let's just stop for a second, check out that water. Magnificent. We've got some good weather coming our way. It's going to be 28 degrees sometime in the next couple of days, so bring it on. So Grace and I went to some grocery shopping yesterday when we touched down. Started off buying healthy things, and yeah, it kind of escalated. Can't believe how expensive groceries are these days. They end up being $250 odd. Can you guys please bring Grace a hairbrush? She's brushing her hair with a fork right now. Hey. I ran past the guy this morning back there. He had a Range Rover. And at first I thought, oh cool, someone's kind of camping, bit of a road trip. Well, just ran past him again, and I'm pretty sure he was removing the speakers out of the door with a screwdriver. Yeah. Can only get better from here, guys, come on. Let's go Perth. Alright, it's 6:45. I'm about 200 meters away from the hotel. Alright, made it. Thanks for tuning in. We'll film a few more of these runs in Perth and hopefully see some nice scenery along the way as well. Alright, let's get ready for a big day. Go the North Flames. Oh yeah, and I suppose AFL Grand Final days. Go Brisbane. Oh, and I'm lost again. I feel like I'm in the back rooms here.
What the hell?
Yeah, this way. The back rooms. Here we go. Alright, see you next time, guys.
Turns out it was a good run, the first of many here. Sometimes you just have to push through that uneasy feeling.
Not a bad day.
Because what's waiting on the other side is often worth it.
This is Brad, Bigfoot Ultra Running, signing out.